Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I am doing fine. It's a beautiful morning to be alive, Sabrina. I'm thinking about, this morning I'm thinking about all the efforts we make to strive to reach our goals, to fulfill our purpose, to accomplish certain endeavors, all to reach the end of life, and it just comes to a screeching halt. And you get old, what we call old, or you become an elder, and then you begin to question, what was all that effort for? What was all that for if at the end of the day my body fails me and life basically expires me? And it had me thinking about what life truly means. What's the true purpose behind doing all this? And I began to realize, or I'm realizing, that we really have to spend a lot more time enjoying moments, spend a lot more time being happy and having fun, because at the end of the day, this all passes. Life comes to an end, and you don't want to live in regrets, thinking, man, what I could have done instead of being miserable and being unhappy and complaining on a day-to-day basis. And so that's my thought this morning.
I completely agree with you, Paul. I oftentimes have those conversations with my younger family members, and I encourage having those types of conversations among young people or younger people, because I think it's important for us to not get so caught up in trying to have everything organized and structured. You can enjoy a bit of it too, so as to, when you're at the end of this journey we call life, you're able to smile a bit and say that you did enjoy it too.
It's the difference between saying I did and I was. I did this, I did that, I did this, but I was this, I was that, and I was that. It's the difference between them doing and being. We spend so much time in our life doing and a little bit of time actually being.
That's completely true. Paul, I always love having you here, because we're able to get double the dose of eye-openers. One as we open the show and another just before we take our first break. But let's jump into our What's Buzzing conversations. I know that one of the most talked about topics right now here locally, Paul, is scamming taking place.
Social media scamming, to be specific.
Social media scamming, even in-person scamming. We've been reporting on the newscast of a recent individual, a tourist, believed to be a tourist, that is, who scammed more than one resorts in Belize. So that's really like sophisticated scamming there. But the reason why we're bringing this back up, because we have spoken about scamming, social media scamming in particular. But we were able to see last night a well-known public figure, a musician in Belize, speak about someone using his identity to scam someone else. And that is no other than Supa G himself. You would have seen this picture circulating on social media of someone showcasing what they thought to be Supa G jumping in their inbox and soliciting money, so to speak, for his own personal reasons. And Paul, you could dive into that, because I saw you share this picture, and I love when you use your social media in this way, because you add light humor to it, but I think it also allows us to have a bigger conversation in the comment section. So let's talk about that.
Well, I was going to start by saying that I'm not 100% certain how this image was generated. It could have been AI, as they say these days. That's very popular. It could have actually been somebody impersonating Supa G, a Facebook page, and sending this message out of some form of joke or something to that extent, because clearly the line of conversation is very comedic. And there, at the end of the conversation, or at the end of the text message, where this purported Supa G says, if you lend me the money, which is $300 being solicited here, that I will write a song with you along with Loverboy. We all know Loverboy, also a huge Belizean artist. And then comes down to the end saying that Loverboy comes into the conversation now saying, this is the Prince of Belize, Loverboy, shake it, tornado. So at the end there's some sort of intentional comedic aspect that makes me believe that it was generated intentionally for comedic purposes. But in the day and age that we live in, with all these social media scams that we've been hearing about week after week after week on the newscast, nobody wants their name associated with anything that even has any inkling of a scam sort of character involved. And so Supa G, while some may say was unnecessary, got up and spoke publicly about this to separate himself, the real Supa G, separate himself from this meme. And you know it's the real Supa G talking because he has his shades on in this interview. Now, if he didn't have his shades on, I would have think that's definitely an AI Supa G doing an AI interview. But he has his shades on, and in all seriousness, he decided that he would take to social media to speak to the matter, whether it was a meme generated as a joke or a serious thing. He thought it necessary to clear his name. And so I believe we'll play a short clip of the 2.5-minute interview. Well, it wasn't even necessarily an interview, so Supa G decided he'll take his phone up.
It was a statement,
and he make a public statement via social media. So let's hear from the general himself briefly what he had to say about that meme.
Not for the person who created that fake profile of me, because that person, he or she, that was idiot. But I do this here for the people who actually believe and run with that crap there, you know, like that true thing. I've been blessed ever since my visa was cancelled. Mexico has opened door for me. Guatemala has opened its door for me. So I've been traveling, I've been working, you know, every week. They employ at least 4 people every week. So, you know, I'm in a position where I could, because of the blessings where I get, I'm able to bless somebody else. So this crap about that visa thing, they wanting $300 to travel to the US, you know, if you get a visa to travel to the US, that foolishness. People will know me, know Supa G, know that lie. So I just to make this video for you to know that that's a fake profile. Somebody either wanted to be funny or wanted to try. Not for the person with.
He there says that he wanted the public to know that it's a fake profile. So conversation done there, punto final. He's stating that he not asked nobody for $300, that he has been blessed enough to front $300 for himself if he needs it. In fact, he's employing individuals on a weekly basis and ensuring that they also have a steady stream of income. But it takes me back to the 2 scam stories that we've reported on recently. The first one is the story involving a fake profile of a prominent minister, Colonel Hyde, who is also the Deputy Prime Minister, in which
no one is really spared when you think of it. Right,
in which we saw charges levied, we saw actually funds being received through a deceptive nature. And so I think out of extreme caution, Supa G decided that he would make a public statement. And then, of course, more recently, we've been reporting on an individual from God knows where he's from. American tourist, seems to be Costa Rican, seems to have a Colombian identity as well.
Yeah, so there's this individual that that has been creating quite a buzz, both on social media and in formal news here in Belize, because he was able to successfully scam 2 resorts here in Belize. I believe one of them amounted to about almost $20,000. And there was also conversations of another resort that resulted in about $50,000 US dollars, Paul. In just a matter of days, he was able to rack up this bill from obviously the room and services from the resort. Absolutely insane when you think of it, because he was able to, one, share false documents of himself, so false passports, fake passports, and also fake wire transfer receipts to these resorts, showing that the wire transfers were pending in transition to the resort. And that's how he was able to stay at the resorts longer while the transfers are being processed. Absolutely crazy. It makes me think of this Netflix show that was actually based on an actual real situation of this woman, Anna, and the show is called Inventing Anna. Very, very similar to me, at least I'd say. But it's crazy that we're seeing these scams just blow up. It's on a rise right now, and of course, there's not much that we could say to do to avoid them, because people are going to come in your inbox, as we've been saying, Paul. But definitely try to take heed. Don't believe everything that people say to you, especially if it seems too good to be true, because I believe with this national that scammed these resorts, it was shared in our newscast last night that he had been scamming as far back as 2020. And apparently it had to do with rentals.
Vacation. Those are the images that we were showing moments ago, where he was impersonating the proprietors of certain vacation homes in Costa Rica, according to reports from the vacation rental business itself, that he was pretending to be them, using their images and basically telling unsuspecting clients that, hey, I have these
a deal
homes,
for you.
I have a deal for you, basically, at a very low price, and requesting payments in advance. And then so he shared pictures and stuff. But this is from 2020. So this guy has been on a roll. And you know,
and I'm sure it's even before that. This is only what we know of right now.
And people say Lee Belize, but guess what? He got catch right that Lee Belize. And his deeds are beginning to get exposed. And so we hope that through what has happened here, that it brings an end to this sort of thing on his end, so that he doesn't, so that other establishments don't fall victim.
I believe we also mentioned that he scammed several other Belizean businesses. So it's tough to always report on these, Paul, because you're really fighting against persons that perhaps have been doing this for many years and have not been caught. They've been developing further ways to make their heist more sophisticated. So just definitely, to our viewers, take heed of these persons. Don't necessarily take things that seems too good to be true, because it's usually exactly the case.
Indeed.
Too good to be true.
Indeed.
Well, moving into some positive news, and we had a short intro to it from our Paul Lopez, giving us his version of the eye-opener. So now we're going to jump into the official eye-opener this morning. And as you know, it's taken from dailyom.com, and it goes like this. Most humans are not born consciously knowing what their purpose is. It must be found through exploration. Most living things belong to a particular soul group and are born knowing their purpose in life. Purpose gives our life meaning. When you discover your purpose, you can live your life with intention and make choices that serve your objective for why you are here on the planet. Finding your purpose is not always easy. You must embrace life wholeheartedly, explore many different pathways, and allow yourself to grow. Your purpose is as unique as you are and will evolve as you move through life. You don't need anyone's permission to fulfill your purpose, and no one can tell you what that purpose is. Finding and fulfilling your purpose can be a lifelong endeavor. To figure out what your purpose is, ask yourself what drives you, not what forces you out of bed in the morning, but what makes you glad to be alive. Live your life with purpose, and you will feel significant and capable because every action you take and each choice you make will have meaning to it.
Yeah, you see these conversations about purpose, I don't like to have them because I take too long on them and I go too deep, but I'll only say this for the sake of time. It's my view that that purpose in one's life is split in two. You have internal purpose, and then you have the purpose, external purpose, what the purpose the world perpetuates or puts on you. And that external purpose, as this says, that's ever-changing, that's
I love that,
fluid.
yes. I was thinking of that.
So whatever it is that you have to do at this point in time, however you have to go, whatever task you have to accomplish, that's ever-changing. But internally, we must find it within ourselves to be in moments, to enjoy, to live at peace, to secure happiness, and these types of positive feelings and these types of positive characters. That's internal. External things change and things move around.
Absolutely, Paul, I agree. And I was thinking of exactly your first point that you mentioned. There were so many little gems in this eye-opener, but the one that stood out to me was the fact that it mentioned that your purpose are as unique as you are, and it will evolve.
It will.
Because a lot of times we think that our purpose is an item that is set on stone. For instance, if you're a kid and you think that your purpose is to be a firefighter, so you feel like that is what you have to do all of your life. No, it can change. We all evolve as individuals, as we get older and we go through different experiences in life, our purpose can change with that tide as well.
Right.
So I love that.
Yeah, definitely. It's like my purpose is to bring light into the world, and I do that through many ways. It might be as a doctor today. Tomorrow it might be as a bus driver. The next day it might be as a taxi driver. Right. So what purpose? The purpose that is within you comes out through the activities and the things that you do.
I agree. Wonderful. All right, well, moving into our weather update this morning. Our weather update is provided by the National Meteorological Service.
Good morning. Mainly fair and relatively dry conditions prevail over the region. The 24-hour forecast is for mostly sunny skies today and partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers, if any, will be isolated. High temperatures today will be around 85 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 90 inland, but only 75 degrees up in the mountains. Winds over the open sea will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots with occasional higher gusts. Seas will be moderate, becoming rough at times, and operators of small crafts should exercise caution. Winds will decrease somewhat this afternoon. The outlook for Friday and Friday night is for continuing mainly fair weather with only isolated showers. There was a low tide at 6:40 this morning, a high at 12:29 this afternoon, another low 7:37 this evening, and another high at 1:35 tonight. Sunrise this morning is at 6:11, and sunset this evening is at 5:59. The moon goes down at 9:09 this morning and comes up again at 10:16 tonight. In the sargassum update, satellite and surface observations show that sargassum amounts over the area are low and impacts are expected to be minimal for the next few days. With that, we end this report from the Belize Weather Bureau.
All right, that was the weather update. Looks like it's going to be generally great weather today through to tomorrow. Well, moving now into our show lineup. As you know, it is a Thursday, and every Tuesday and Thursday of the month of February, which is actually the last day of February, I should say, Paul, we will be speaking to the mayoral candidates across the different municipalities. And today is no different. We'll be speaking this morning via Zoom with two mayoral candidates, one for the United Democratic Party and the other for the People's United Party.
And then, of course, in our third and final conversation, we have a big game coming up at the Belize City Civic Center tomorrow night. And so we'll have representatives from the Belize Hurricanes, and they will be in to speak with us about that game against the Belmopan Trojans.
Alrighty. Well, we got to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll be talking to the UDP's mayoral candidate for Corozal Town. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered-up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning-fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced full high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
Discover a shopping experience like no other at the V Department Store. They carry a vast array of products at unbeatable prices. Elevate your shopping journey with affordability, diversity, and accessibility at the V. Conveniently located at 1745 Coney Drive in Belize City.
13,835,700 eggs are eaten by tourists each year, fueling our thriving economy. Tourism means business.
I'm David Humes. This is Vanessa Humes. We own Little Cool Spot. Belize Bank save us a lot of time. Working with them, we can keep track exactly what we spend. We recommend Belize Bank 100% because we don't have to go to stand up in line, and we can check on our account right from our house. Working with Belize Bank is the best.
Wake up! Wake up! Now, which cheese you think you may eat all the while? Gallo cheese with the blue rooster on the label is the traditional and the real deal. The original Dutch, redback, or hard cheese in a Belize. Be aware. Check your label and make sure it is in English and for the Belize market. Gallo cheese with the blue rooster. The real deal. Santiago Castillo Limited, supporting and building our Belizean community for 95 years and counting.
Gallo Edam Dutch cheese, aged and tropicalized, the best formula for the Belize market, exclusively distributed by Santiago Castillo Limited.
The municipal elections 2024 are just around the corner, and Channel 5 has you covered. The results of this decisive event will determine the direction taken by 7 towns and 2 cities over the course of the next 3 years. Join us for nationwide election coverage with impartial and insightful commentary and up-to-date statistics. With correspondents in every municipality, Get a first-hand look at the pulse of the nation as the elections unfold. And while they can have their say,
this is my projection. Nine municipalities, and it is not far-fetched.
We are going to go blue, blue, blue down the line.
The voters will have their way. Tune in to Channel 5 at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, March 6th, and stay with us until the winners are confirmed. Stay up to date with our pre-election coverage on News 5, Open Your Eyes, and on our social media pages. Meet the candidates, follow them on the campaign trail, and have your say on the elections through our social media polls, because your voice matters. Don't miss the excitement and drama of the municipal elections 2024. Tune in to Channel 5 and join us for unrivaled coverage that puts you in the heart of the action. We are back with our first conversation for this morning, and as we promised, we have one of the two mayoral candidates from the Corozal municipality. We have joining us via Zoom Mr. Ricardo Rick Ack, who is a mayoral candidate for the United Democratic Party. I believe that's AKE, not AK, for the United Democratic Party. Good morning to you, sir.
Good
Pleasant
morning.
good morning to everyone. Pleasant good morning to you guys there, to the viewers and all of those that are watching us via Open Your Eyes. A pleasant good morning to every one of you.
It's good to have you. First, I want to jump right into the conversation by first asking you to give a general introduction of yourself. Let us know who you are and what inspired you to enter politics and leadership at the municipal level.
Well, as you say along, a pleasant good morning to every one of you and to viewers and to every one of you. I know it's a good and it's honor for me to have been here and to be with you guys and sharing this opportunity as we gear up to municipal elections 2024. One of the things that really inspire me and bring me up here is the philosophy of what I can do for my community. I mean, there are many things that we can do, and what I can bring as an individual to my community, what I can give back. I mean, of many years that we have been working hard, and I see that we haven't moved again forward, and those are the things that I bring along. One of the backbones of my being here into politics is my family, who has been here for me and there. It was sometimes a difficult time, but I said, it's a challenge, and I took it as a great challenge. I said, I have the skills, the humbleness, to deal with people, to meet with them, mingle with them, have that one-on-one and a face-to-face. So those one of the things. And most of likely because as years have passed by, I've been living here in Corozal, and what I have been doing, I've been walking the streets and knowing people. I see we have never improved a little bit. Yes, one time Corozal, and I expected that Corozal would have been more vibrant. Corozal was one of the, I'd say, number one town that you can say, come in, enjoy peacefulness. Wherever you move, it was clean and vibrant. And that was one of the things that we need to move on forward. And that's what I try to bring along with me here with us, to look what I can give, what I bring for the people of Corozal, for them to have that confidence, that trust in this individual that will make sure that we bring Corozal and will deliver to the needs of the people. Because one of the things is that not every need of the people of Corozal town and the Corozalinos are the same. And those are the ones that we need to entrust, because one of the major things is that we need to have the community and the people in hand. The municipality must be working hand in hand with them, because at the end of the day, we are responsible and we are accountable to the people of Corozal. And that's what I am looking forward for.
What is your background? What is it that you engage in as a career?
As a career, I am as an educator, primary school educator. I have been for 19 years as a FIFA assistant referee at the international level, which I represented my country to the utmost best with pride, with dignity. And wherever I went, I made sure that my country was always up there to the utmost best, And those were the things that I really cherish, that I represented them there. Apart from that, I'm a cañero. My father is a cañero, and he taught me how to be and work into the cane fields to harvest many things, And I know what is the hard work for people here in Corozal to work and get to that ends meet at least for the week. And that's one of the things that I try to bring. How can we invest into these people that need that help?
Yeah.
Mr. Rick, I wanna jump really quickly into something that you mentioned in your first statement. You spoke of the needs of the people, and you would be able to learn of these particular needs while being on your campaign trail. Let's talk about some of those concerns of the people in the Corozal municipality. What are they saying that they need, and what are they saying they're not getting?
Well, I give thanks and a heartfelt thank you to every single Corozaleño in Corozal town as we did phase 1. And I went house to house. I tried not to miss one of those houses. I tried to make sure that every individual in Corozal is a Corozaleño, and it's part of what I need to venture in. I don't care who they are, where they come from, religion, race, or whatever. But one of the greatest things that the people are looking forward is that, they have been neglected through the sanitation, which is the garbage collection, through the drainage system. That's one of the things. And most of all, and they always pledge to me and they ask, please, if granted the opportunity, don't forget your people, because that is why one of my greatest vision and I instill. And before I entered the politics, I said, you know what? These are the people that I need to go back and see them. It's not only when it's political time that we need to see them, because they need to know. And the people say, I don't need for you to come and give me a lot or this, but at least have the decency to say, good morning, how are you doing? And they're happy with it. And those are the things that I look at. Yes, one of the other things that people have looking to me is that we are being very, very low in job. How can we create jobs for these people, especially the youth? We have to balance off with the golden age people and the youths, because these are the ones that are coming up. How can we boost that economy? And that is one of the things that we have in our manifestos as pillars. What can we create? How can we manage? How can we have these youths engage into so many things? How can we have a better community rapport? Right, and those are the things. So most likely the people of Corozal town, they have been said, we have been abandoned, we haven't been taken into account. We want to go and see the council, we can't see anywhere. Where do we go? How do we go about finding these things? And and they said, please, and if you have the opportunity and you are granted the opportunity, please remember that we are the Corozaleños, we are the ones here, and we are the ones that get the need, and we are the ones that suffer the day-to-day what is happening in the grounds of Corozal town.
You spoke of the pillars of your manifesto, and just last night in our newscast, we were able to share that very same manifesto for the Belize City municipality. Is it different in the different municipalities? Is your manifesto targeted to the needs of the people in Corozal? If so, explain what those pillars are.
Well, yes, I believe that every municipality, every town, every city has different needs. And one of the things that we presented in our manifesto is because it is based on what the people presented to us when we visited home to home. They asked us and they said, because we garnered so many ideas from those people. And I said, we can present any manifesto and present it in any way. But I said, no, first of all and foremost, we have to first focus on the people. We want to have a people-centered, our main manifesto is the people-centered driven. How can we work, And those are the things that we look. So our manifesto is 100% based on what the people of Corozal, when we were walking the first days, have told us, listen, Mr. Arquette, this is what we need. This is what we're looking for. This is what we expect. And this is what we move forward. I don't expect that, yes, little changes will come. We need to look at infrastructure, but the basic things, which is the responsibility of the municipal governing body, those are not met at this time.
What are the economic opportunities that can be explored in Corozal to boost economic activities? I'm not sure, and perhaps you can help us understand what is it that the local economy over there, what are some of the primary products and services that Corozal has to offer? But in addition to that, are there any thoughts or visions from you and your team as to new areas to explore, to expand the local economy there?
Well, I can say that one of the things that we face here, our economy is very, very low here. I mean, we know that cost of living is very high, and that's one of the things that people are looking. And the middle class, which are the working class, don't have that ends meet, and that's what they're looking at. Because just an earning of, let's say, $200 doesn't give them that opportunity for them to give. And I mean, we can explore, we can venture on many areas that we can be looking at. Yes, tourism is one of the areas which we can venture because we need to bring more people into us. Because honestly, we have a beautiful, beautiful bay, which we up to now, we don't know how to use it, maybe explore it there.
Yes.
You know, people look at it as a nice, beautiful area where they can rest and peaceful. But we really need to look and invest. How can we invest into these areas so that we can boost the people and visitors to come by? That even though if they're passing by, they can stop and say, "Oh, what a beautiful scene! We can still hear, we can eat, we have a nice time," and you know the economy grows there.
Yeah.
The other thing that we are looking at, how can we get financial assistance, because we know that we have many young people that want to create their own businesses. How can we assist them? How can we boost them? You know, especially the Corozaleños, looking at the Corozaleños people, how can we generate with them, give them a little assistance so that they can at least start. And once they have garnered up, we can say, okay, now we can help you this way and that way. And those are the things that we're looking at venturing here.
Yeah.
That is one of the things that we're looking, because we have many businesses, but it's sadly to say that these businesses are not being assisted by our government and local bodies, which are locally owned by people, and we need to look into those things area, right? And those are the things that we're looking at.
Do you acknowledge or recognize the sector that the local sector that pushes the sale of illegal or contraband goods? I know Corozal town is a bit of a distance, but still not too far away from the Belize-Mexico border. We're talking about the town itself, because then the district entirely encapsulates the border area. But do you recognize that as an ends to a means to an end for some of your residents?
To be honest, and I will going to be very realistic, because we're living in an era and we cannot run from what we are going there. You know, it's true that our neighboring country, which is Quintana Roo, provides us with less costable, and we can go and shop there based on what our ends meet is here and looking at comparison. But at that one time, we have the rate of the peso going high, which would help us. But nevertheless, I don't believe that should have come into effect. But because of how we are living and the era of living and the cost of living right now is, people will try to find means and ways, and if we don't provide jobs for them, that is where they will go move on to. All right, and it's sad to say, and it hurts me. Sometimes we are going to condemn them, but these are the only means of living that these people, especially in the rural areas, have in order for them to able to survive and give their food to their children. That's the only way they can do it, because if we look at what jobs do we have in Corozal, we can say, no, we can create. Yes, we have seen the boost of call centers. How long will these call centers help us? If we can try to generate other industries to come into Belize, especially into Corozal, how can we create, you know, the one time the papaya industry where we had, which generated some of these income for these families, and they had that economy into them. So I really don't want to take a side on this situation. It's very delicate, but you know, at times I have to be very real, because that's the only way, especially for these people, to survive in life and to have that food, that plate of food in their table, is by trying to do these things, you know. And then at the days that we are living right now, and where our money is not affordable, and the people, especially the people will go where it is much cheaper for them to stretch their dollar in order for them to have something in order for them to eat, because then if we go to the local stores here in Corozal, everything it's a bit above, and they will try to find that situation there for them to pinch from there so that they can able to meet the monthly needs of their children that they have here.
So you're saying that a way to deal with this situation, because of how sensitive it is to provide more jobs, provide more economic opportunities for persons in the town or in the district of Corozal, so they would not have to rely on the affordability of what our neighboring Mexico offers. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, indeed it is one of those things to generate, because then we will have more our economy boosting, the money stays within our municipality, it is generated, is rotated around us, and there's no need for us. Yes, we might go only for medical assistance, which most of us will go and get, because that is a little bit much at the next level. We may not get the high medical assistance here in Corozal, so people will always go to our neighboring Quintana Roo, because we have it that there, and that is one of the ways we can combat that, because then we will have those generating the people, whether they work in the rural, they be coming to town, get their job done, they go back home, and it's at somewhat where it's close, and that's what we're looking at. How can we generate that?
Mr. Ricardo, speaking of economics and finances, what does your manifesto say about transparency and accountability in the leadership when it comes to the finances? Are there plans on your team's part to do annual or biannual financial reports, make those public, make contracts, the signing of contracts public, so that residents know who exactly are doing what and what the amount of money they're getting?
Yes, indeed. One of the things that I focus and I look and I said, our municipality can generate many, the revenue that it needs in order to run its daily affairs and to have certain people working, especially looking at the traffic department, what we can reform, how can we work with it, looking at the different trade licenses, how can we work with that situation. So those are the things that we are looking at. But one of the things that I've always solely relied is that we don't only depend on, on just the traffic, the trade license, so what the town council can generate and revenue and collecting from those, but what else we can do to generate income for our municipality, and that's one of the things that we're looking, especially at the taxes. One of our Corozaleños have asked, and they always say, I pay taxes, then where is it gone, where is it? And that is very important, because at the end of the day, you want to know where your taxes are being put. And if that is where I said accountability is for our people. We need to tell them exactly how it is spent and how it was done. Because the only way that we are going to get the confidence and the trust of the people of who is at the higher authorities to look what they present to us is by giving them that. Even if it is via a platform, a social media platform, to explain to them what is going on and to present how we're moving and what we are generating, then that will be a little plus for them, and they will say, you know what, I am happy because they're showing me. And up to now, I don't think I have seen an accountability transparency of the municipal body where they have been spending and doing this and investing and some other things. And that is what I look forward to do. Probably if it is a trimestral or a monthly, whatever, it will suit us for the people to know exactly where it is going and how we are investing things. Then we are going to make sure it is to the public. And yes, indeed, we have to make sure that the public knows exactly where we're moving, because it is their people's money that we are using to invest into these things.
Right. Mr. Rick, I wanna continue the conversation that we were having as it relates to borders, simply because we've been reporting on crimes taking place outside of the Belize district And we've been observing that crime has been trickling into other districts in the country of Belize, and one of them is Corozal, of course. Now, I believe that one of the concerns that people would have as it relates to that is citizen security. So the question that we really want to know is, what impact, if any, do you think that your council would have on citizen security in Corozal town should you be elected?
Well, it's sadly to say, and you know, especially with our fellow taxi driver that was haven't been found up to now, his body, you know, and it's sadly to say that things are happening in Corozal and it's not being lighted out. And indeed, one of our priorities is at the municipal body, if elected to be the next town council, is to work hand in hand with the police department to have that. How can we manage to have those patrols in the areas, you know, because I know the police department are at limited resources, then the municipal body will assist them. How can we assist you so that we have all of these things so that people can be safe, that at late at night they can be walking the streets, they can go home and they can safely say, I'll reach my destination safe and sound. You know, those are the things that we are looking at in our manifesto. We bring about that we need to work hand in hand, especially with the community, creating that a neighborhood, helping the neighborhood watches. You know, at one time I can remember many years ago, the neighborhood watch was very effective, very effective. And I was in Santa Rita, even the people, they had a committee and they tried to insist, and the same people of the area, they managed, they patrolled, they assisted with the assistance of the police officers when they had something that had of emergency and need more attention. Then they called the police, and the police would promptly assist them and try to see what is happening in the area. But most of the time, that is what helps. You know, we have to be citizens to be taking care of each one another. So it's not only to leave the sole responsibility on the law, on the police officers, on the police department, the BDF, to be responsible, to be taking care of our towns. But at the same time, as citizens, we have to take pride of who we are. If we're Corozaleños, then we need to make sure that we take care of these things and we assist the people, because many a times we see things and we just do like we are playing blind eye. And we have to come out of that comfort zone and say, no, I need to assist because people need. And if we want to live in a safer town and a safer place, then we need to include every single stakeholder within the community for us to boost that safety of the people.
The United Democratic Party has failed at the polls in Corozal at the municipal level for 2 consecutive elections, I believe, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is accurate. How confident are you right now, or what makes you confident at this point that the tides will change? And if you are elected, how do you see the relationship between your council and central government playing out, given the fact that central government is primarily people's PUP?
I am very confident of the people. I can tell you that 90% of it, I am very sure. Right now, we're on the ground still doing our last phase and still visiting the people, for those that still have that little mindset, not yet whether they're going to vote or not vote, and try to instill with them of what I bring along with them, that what I am bringing to them is what it's going to make the change, not only change from one tide to the next tide, but
All right, we are having some...
I believe we lost Mr. Ricardo for a moment there. We may get him back, Sabrina. He was answering the question pertaining to the challenges that they may face, the uphill battle that they're actually already beginning, because you have a PUP central government, and then if they're elected, you have so I believe we have him back. Okay. He'll have to operate under a People's United Party central government. Mr. Ricardo, you can continue your statement.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I bring about and with the people, and if the people, I mean, as I tell them, they have the last word, and as I always tell them, As how other people have told me, election is won on election day. Whatever you have, that's where everything ends. I can be on the grounds every day and every night. It doesn't matter, but it's not just one section, but the election is won on that day. Nevertheless, yes, indeed, if elected to be the next council, then I need to see how that communication between a PUP central government and a UDP government town council works hand in hand. And believe you me, it is nothing that is out of the way. But if, as a committed council, we are to work for the people and stand for the people, it doesn't matter what we can do, but with the little resources that we have at the council body, and to prove the people that we can do things and show them that by doing this, we can work hand in hand. It doesn't matter who is in power, whichever central government gets in power, whether it is the blue or whether it's the red, and we work hand in hand. But one of the greatest things is that we have to make sure that our municipality is working hand in hand. How can we generate these things with them? Yes, it will create a little. I'm always positive of what I do and what I believe and what I can create. And one of the pillars of it is communication. Communication with everything, whatever we do. I mean, it's the greatest pillar that we can ever have. And if there's problem, I will try to mitigate and see how we can solve as best as possible the relationship. Whether we might have a difference of political affiliation, but we will try to handle the things as best as possible, because at the end of the day, it is the benefit for the people of Corozal, and it's not only for Mr. Ake because he's the mayor. No, it's for what I work for is for the people of Corozal.
Mr. Ake, I want to give you an opportunity to speak to the people of Corozal town and have them know why they should vote for you and your team. This is your opportunity to share your final thoughts.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, I want to give thanks to the good Lord for being here and having us here, because we might say we can live today, but tomorrow we don't know what is prepared for us. Yeah. That's one of the things. And thanks to my family, who is the backbone, who is supporting me in everything what I do, where I have ventured into this arena. Yes, I'm a newcomer, but I've been working politics behind the scene, never seen there. But at the end of what I'm saying today, I want to say to my Corozaleños, I want to show them that from Mr. Ricardo Ricake, a humble servant to serve you in the capacity of mayoral candidate, and my team, I will put myself to work, available for every single situation to try to combat and prioritize the need of the Corozaleños. And at March 6th, I want you to give me that support, to give me the opportunity to prove that the philosophy and the era of politicals can change. And it needs to start at some point where someone will start a change and for them to see. It may not be that bright sunshine that we see, but if we start at some point, we might be able to look at that sunshine that every single one of Corozaleños want to look for us that. And they foresee that we want to bring different things. And as my vision already has said, and I have been walking with my team and walking home to home and telling the people, give us the opportunity. Give us that opportunity that I want to show them that we can do changes. We can present it to them, not only by words, but by actions. Because the things are that what we want to bring is that we want to do work which are short terms, which are measurable and accomplishable. Things that cannot be done, we are not bringing to it. So, Corozaleños, I ask that on March 6th, you give us that opportunity of confidence for this United Democratic Party, led by Mr. Ricardo Ricake, so that we can present a new vision, a new era of what comes into our political arena. Once more, thank you, Corozaleños, thank you, viewers, thank you, Channel 5, and you guys there with the hard work. Thank you very much for what you have been doing and giving me this opportunity to present myself and to address the people of Corozal and all of those that are seeing us abroad. Thank you very much. And we expect that, willing the good Lord, we get that support.
Thank you, Mr. Ake, for taking the time to share with us and our viewers why you believe that you and your team would be the best fit for the people of Corozal Town come March 6th. All the best and good luck.
Thank you. Have a great morning.
Same to you.
All right, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, the conversation continues. This time we'll be speaking with the People's United Party mayoral candidate. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Full-Tech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Full-Tech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
Everything is better electric. Be more efficient with electric vehicles and transforming your home with Energy Star electric appliances and power tools. This helps to create a greener and cleaner world for the next generation. Energize your world with BL.
Hi, my name is Lincoln Fowers and I work at UMall. 100% I will recommend Belize Bank mobile banking to everyone because it saves time, money and gas price because gas price is high right now. Belize Bank mobile banking just make life easier.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
The municipal elections 2024 are just around the corner, and Channel 5 has you covered. The results of this decisive event will determine the direction taken by 7 towns and 2 cities over the course of the next 3 years. Join us for nationwide election coverage with impartial and insightful commentary and up-to-date statistics. With correspondents in every municipality, get a first-hand look at the pulse of the nation as the elections unfold. And while they can have their say,
this is my projection. 9 municipalities, and it is not far-fetched.
We are going to go blue, blue, blue down the line.
the voters will have their way. Tune in to Channel 5 at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, March 6th, and stay with us until the winners are confirmed. Stay up to date with our pre-election coverage on News 5, Open Your Eyes, and on our social media pages. Meet the candidates, follow them on the campaign trail, and have your say on the elections through our social media polls, because your voice matters. Don't miss the excitement and drama of the municipal elections 2024. Tune in to Channel 5 and join us for unrivaled coverage that puts you in the heart of the action.
We will never give up the fight. Feel the temperature rise, souls intensify. It's time that we realize that we must work together to thrive. The world as we know it, the sky and below it. Could I never have more wonder? Yeah, with life and all you see and the climate's changing, but hope is remaining. And we can't ignore the future. It depends on you and me. The Caribbean Sea, it's a part of me. We're all in this together, even if we are apart. Moon and all the stars, tous les mondes sont. We're all in this together, nous sommes Caribbean. One chance, all that we got. One voice, together we strive. Take care of the world where we live. Permite a todos vivir. Tomamos la oportunidad. Nous en dépendons tous, notre planète Terre. Je n'ai pas imaginé un jour un monde sans vie. We're never losing, as long as we're moving
towards a better future. It belongs to you and me.
Let's be persistent,
we'll be resilient.
We're all in this together, even if we are apart. Y todos sabemos que todo lo que hacemos. We're all in this together, afecta nuestro mundo. One chance, all that we got. One voice, together we strive. Take care of the world where we live. Permite a todos vivir. Tomamos la oportunidad para guardar la humanidad. And I must leave no one behind, because we are one climate, one Caribbean. One climate, one sky and below it. Could I never have more wonder? Yeah, with life and all, you see now everything's changing.
But hope is remaining.
And we can't ignore the future. It depends on you and me. Yeah. One chance, all that we got. One voice, together we start. Take care, the world where we live. Permite a todos vivir. Tomamos la oportunidad para guardar la humanidad. And I must leave no one behind because we are. One chance, all that we got. One voice, together we start. Take care, the world where we live. Permite a todos vivir. Tomamos la oportunidad para guardar la humanidad. And I must leave no one behind because we are. One climate, one Caribbean. Never giving up the fight. We'll stay alive and bright. One climate, one Caribbean.
Ray, what's wrong? It's him. He hit me again. Oh my gosh. This time it was worse. He slammed my face in the wall and threatened to kill me. If you or someone you know is experiencing family violence, call 0800 The Way Out. Or you can text or WhatsApp to 672-9628.
Time to wake up. Time to prepare for the day. Time to learn. Time to make a difference. Time to look after yourself. Time to see your healthcare provider. Don't let cervical cancer stop you from unleashing your potential. Now is the time to get vaccinated. Now is the time to get screened. Now is the time to end cervical cancer. For more information, visit us at www.paho.org/endcervicalcancer.
Do you have information about a crime or a fugitive in our community? You can submit a tip anonymously with your smartphone. Using this program in safeguarding our community also protects your identity, keeping you out of the court system, and could earn you a cash reward. Here is how it works. Download the free P3 Tips app from the Apple Store or Android Market. P3 is the provider of our secure anonymous tip collecting software. Open the app and create a PIN, but be sure to remember that number, then select your location. Next, select the type of crime. When submitting a tip, be as specific as possible. If you have a picture, video, or audio that will help officers, you can upload them from your phone. Information leading to an arrest can earn you a cash reward of up to $1,000. Once your tip is submitted, you'll be given a tip ID and password. Check back if your tip leads to an arrest. You'll be told how much you were rewarded and how to anonymously collect your cash.
The municipal elections 2024 are just around the corner, and Channel 5 has you covered. The results of this decisive event will determine the direction taken by 7 towns and 2 cities over the course of the next 3 years. Join us for nationwide election coverage with impartial and insightful commentary and up-to-date statistics. With correspondents in every municipality, get a first-hand look at the pulse of the nation as the elections unfold. And while they can have their say,
this is my projection. 9 municipalities, and it is not far-fetched.
We are going to go blue down the line.
The voters will have their way. Tune in to Channel 5 at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, March 6th, and stay with us until the winners are confirmed. Stay up to date with our pre-election coverage on News 5, Open Your Eyes, and on our social media pages. Meet the candidates, follow them on the campaign trail, and have your say on the elections through our social media polls because your voice matters. Don't miss the excitement and drama of the municipal elections 2024. Tune in to Channel 5 and join us for unrivaled coverage that puts you in the heart of the action.
All right, welcome back. We are having our second conversation for the morning. And as we mentioned, we are going to be speaking to the People's United Party mayoral candidate. This morning we have with us via Zoom, Rigoberto Rigo Veos. Good morning, Mr. Rigo, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yes, good morning. Thank you very much for hosting me this morning. Greetings from Corozal town.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Let's quickly jump into it then. For persons who aren't familiar with you outside of your role as mayor, let's get a bit of a background of who you are, Mr. Veos.
Well, I'm a two-time mayor at Corozal town. Prior to that, I was known as a bodybuilder of Belize, won 5 national titles as a Mr. Belize and competed outside several times representing the country of Belize. I was known as a guy who gave motivational speeches at different schools also, trying to motivate young people to get into sport. I was a sport ambassador at SMART. I'm born Corozaleño, attended primary school here, then went to Belize City to do the rest of my studies all the way to University of Belize. That's basically it. No?
You as two-time mayor, which you rightly said, you've had an opportunity to experience a first term and then immediately after a second term. Talk a bit, if you would, about the growth over those terms, things that you had learned and the challenges that you were able to overcome from the first term in your second term.
Yes, you said it right. I had the privilege to experience a first term and immediately a second term. One thing I will tell you is that finding or having to start from scratch allows you to appreciate the journey that you go through until you reach a second term and present. No? In 2018, when we got into office, what we met was a town council that was broke and poor. No? Financially, it was a mess. We found a council that was strapped when it comes to cash and resources. This council back then in 2018, we had a debt of $3 million or a little over $3 million now, keeping in mind that we inherited a council from the United Democratic Party who had it for 12, 13 years. And 80% of this debt was owed to one person, one particular person, Emir Hernandez, who did six streets. And these 6 streets, when we won in 2018, we were the ones who had to go back and try to rectify the problems on it or do it over and fix it. Right? So that's one of the things that we definitely had to face in 2018, one of the challenges that we faced in 2018. But to add to that, after having to work under a UDP government who did absolutely nothing for us because we were a PUP town council, they were simply petty and spiteful. They then came in the COVID, the pandemic, who everybody knows that left a big dent on the economy, including here at Corozal. But then we stayed focused. We decided to meet with the different employees, and we spoke to them. We took their advices on what we did. We maintained all the employees on board. We did not want to fire anyone. So together, as one group, we decided that, you know what, we will cut them on some salaries to be able to save and survive through the pandemic, for the exception of the sanitation workers. And that's how we had to travel through the pandemic. So it's not only having to be under a UDP government who was not doing anything for the Corozal Town Council and the Corozalians, but also the pandemic, who left a big dent on our economy here at Corozal, and of course through the whole country. Apart from that, we have to understand that Corozal is one of those towns who have had the oldest infrastructure, and that is simply because we have seen Corozal as a bench player ever since. Under a UDP, Corozal got absolutely nothing. We were not even looked at, and that just put us aside and allowed us to be, and eventually infrastructure just deteriorated. So, it's all those things who together what we had to face. But the most important thing here is that I had to turn, as a mayor and my council, we had to turn that page over, to show people how much Corozal is worth, how far we can go, how hard it was to move forward, and one important thing, to allow the business community and the people to have faith back again of the Corozal Town Council. So those are the challenges that we had to meet.
How has the economic situation at the council changed in your last term? You spoke about the challenges you faced coming in 2018. 2020 came around and the People's United Party was elected by a majority into central government. Did that begin to play in your favor? Was it that you began to collect more taxes, residents, because of the confidence you say they have in your council, began to be more willing to pay up some of these taxes? How has it transformed, and what has contributed to that transformation, if it has happened any at all?
Yes, definitely it played a big positive role, having to have a French central government. Now, immediately we started to see the support from them. And of course, it also has to do with the people having back the trust on the Corozal Town Council. They saw us investing their revenues right back into the town. So all those together played a big role in making sure that we get back the economy rolling. And with the different ideas that the Corozal Town Council put into place, for example, encouraging young people to become young entrepreneurs, bringing in new ideas like the water park. Those are the things that eventually started to trigger a light on our economy here at Corozal Town.
One of the points that we have been also talking about, though, Mr. Veos, is the issue of importation, illegal importation of goods from across the border. As you would know, Corozal shares the border with Mexico. And as Paul mentioned, while we are speaking about the town council in particular, or Corozal town in particular, it is fair to say that Corozal town still experiences that impact of illegal importation of goods. Would you say that this has affected the economy in Corozal?
Yes, it definitely does affect the economy. We try to encourage people here at Corozal any municipality who is close to the border, and eventually the people go across the border to shop, will affect our economy, right? But we try to encourage people, and hence the reason why we need to give our own local tourists a reason to stay at home. It's a hard battle because financially over there they are better off than us. But we try to put in different ideas to encourage people to stay. Like I mentioned first, the water park. Then we have a project that we're starting that I am 100% sure will allow local tourism to grow here at Corozal. It's a project at the entrance of Corozal at the Chapter Mall Bayside Plaza. It's a collaboration between the Corozal Town Council and BTB. Minister Mala saw the potential of Corozal when it comes to tourism, and he decided to join us and investing on a project. It's a project that is more modern, a project that will allow young people to have a recreational area, a project that will look at safety. So those are the things, those are the different ideas that we want to set into place that will allow our own people to want to stay here at Corozal. And that's just project number one. We still have project number two, where it will also enhance some of the tourism here at Corozal, and we will encourage young people, again, to become young entrepreneurs, where we will put some kiosks where they can go and sell their product, you know. So these are the ideas that we have to think out of the box to be able to set into place, to encourage people to stay, to add some light to our economy here at Corozal.
Apart from those tourism initiatives, what are some of the unaddressed issues or concerns of residents that you're hoping a third term for your council would give you an opportunity to address? I don't think anyone can say we've touched every street, we've upgraded every street, we've built every drain that's necessary, we were 100% accurate in garbage collection. Maybe you're different, maybe your council is different, but what are those issues that you are hearing on the campaign trail that your council goes, this is something we can jump on, or this is something we've had in mind, but we need another term to do it?
Definitely, no council is 100% perfect, you know, and there's always some type of room for improvement, which is good for us, you know, because that is what we want to continue to improve, right? And as we go along, we learn. One of the major things that we have heard on the campaign trail is that we need to improve a little bit on our garbage collection, right? But we have to keep in mind that Corozal Town Council is growing, as every day it grows, you know, and we've been having some issues every now and again with the trucks. But compared to how it was in 2018, because when we got here, all we had as inventory or assets was only 2 old garbage trucks, a machete and a rake. Compared to now, where we have good trucks, we have a roller, a grader, a backhoe. You know, we have made a difference when it comes to, all these things play a role when it comes to infrastructure and the garbage. But definitely there's a little room of improvement for garbage. And then we have to understand the cost of fuel, the distance that these trucks have to run, you know, and all those come together. But definitely room for improvement when it comes to sanitation and also the drainage system. We've been living in a world now where climate change has become a major role, you know, something that none of us can change or control. We have seen where some areas that did not used to get flooded gets flooded now. So, you know, these are the two major things and the two things that the town council wants to concentrate on giving another third term.
Mr. Veas, let's jump really quickly into citizen security. What are some ways that the town council has done their part in trying to address citizen security in Corozal town?
Definitely, apart from infrastructure that I had mentioned first, the massive amount of paving, I just want to mention that this town council has done a little over 30 streets, street projects, something that has never happened at Corozal. We are a little over 6 miles in paving if you add it up together, right? But when it comes to security, we have added some cameras within town to ensure safety to our people. We have collaborated and worked extremely close with the police department, supported them in many different ways so that we can improve safety here at Corozal. But we have to work as a community. Safety starts with each individual. We have to ensure that we can allow our neighbor to feel safe. That's where it starts. It's not only a town council issue, but it's something where as a community, we need to embrace one another and look out for one another and allow people to feel safe. But definitely this town council does want to add more cameras and continue to collaborate with the police department so that the Corozalinos can feel at a safer Corozal.
With all that you've done and all that you've pointed out and outlined here, the United Democratic Party's mayoral candidate accuses this council of not being transparent and accountable enough to the resident in terms of how finances are spent, in terms of regular financial reports and updates to the community. How do you respond to that?
Actually, I will tell you, they're the position. Nothing that this PUP Town Council shows they will like, they will criticize, simply because we are doing it and they could not do it for 12 years. And we have proven to them that it is possible. When it comes to the financial statements, we can clearly see it. We walk on it, they walk on it every day. The massive amount of infrastructure work that has been happening, the huge positive difference that this town council has shown. They're out in the public, the confidence that the people have gathered once more to, when it comes to the Corozal Town Council, the support, the business support that we get out there, it's incredibly good. So that is right there, that shows where we are spending our money. The people can see that we are investing whatever revenues we collect right back into the town. I mean, we walk on it every day, they walk on it, they drive on it, they are campaigning right now on the campaign trail. So it is visible, and I will tell you, everywhere we go right now, people are congratulating us on a huge amount of infrastructure work that we've been doing here at Corozal when it comes to the streets. More than 30 streets, that's something that, no town council can boast about here at Corozal. The fleet of machinery that we have gathered. One spell, we had more machinery than MIDH here at Corozal. Something that the people of Corozal had never seen before. They were used to seeing us 2 old trucks, a machete and a rake, and we changed that completely. So, it's like I said, I understand they are the opposition. They will not love, won't accept and love to see anything that the Corozal Town Council can put there and show them that, it was possible and they could not achieve that for 12 years. So, I understand their feelings, but I will tell them and I will tell everyone, we walk on it every day. We see it every day.
Is that to say that there isn't a plan in place within your council for regular financial reports to the public?
Yes, definitely. And I just want to share one thing, that a great leader taught us out there, and he keeps saying it over and over and over by President Nayib Bukele from El Salvador. He says, cuando el dinero se roba, no alcanza. So, cuando no se roba, alcanza para bastante. And that is what we have shown the people of Corozal, that when we spend the money the right way, you can see the work on the ground. Cuando el dinero no se roba, se alcanza para bastante. And what we are doing is a lot of streets right now. They don't love it. We love it. The Corozalinos love it. And we will continue to do that. We will continue to invest the people's money into Corozal.
Let's talk a bit about, I know we mentioned it briefly, but their collaboration with central government, and how do you maintain a balanced relationship with central government while seeking to also maintain the autonomy of the municipal body in a manner that it should function?
Well, we have always tried to be an independent town council, right? Yes, it does play a major role when you have a friendly central government, because more can be done. But we have tried also to go and seek for our own funds out there. For example, what we are doing right now, we have done the study of the traffic lights. That study has been done. We are seeking funds out there to be able to get these traffic lights. again, on our second project that I mentioned earlier with IDB, we don't always want to run to central government. We want to show the Corozalians that we can also act as an independent body, and we are responsible enough and mature enough to go out there and seek finances to do this project. Right? So yes, it is important to have a good relationship with the national government, but also you need to learn to be independent. This is a town council that wants to be independent, that wants to show that we're mature and responsible to seek for our own funds and, target our ideas that we have so that the people of Corozal can see a positive way.
Mr. Veas, I want to give you an opportunity to share your final thoughts with us and the people of Corozal for the elections coming March 6th.
Yes, what I want to ask my Corozalians is, one, to come out and vote. Practice that right, that democratic right. It is the only time that you can protect what you actually have gotten from the Corozal Town Council. The only time that you can send a message that you appreciate the hard work of this present Corozal Town Council, all the hard work that we've been doing. I want to ask them to come out in numbers on March 6th and support the PUP 7. A PUP that you had supported in 2018, a PUP that you believed on 2021, and a PUP that will continue to work for you. Let's keep in mind, the UDP was there for 12 years. Compare it to this last 6 years. It's easy to be seen. 12 years of misery, 12 years of Corozal being stagnant, 12 years of clearly that under a UDP they could not sustain this town. Compared to the 6 last years of your life, where you have seen a massive infrastructure works, where you have seen this town council interact a lot with the community, where you have seen this town council, mayor and councils and workers go out and work. We have never seen that here at Corozal. So I want to ask them to continue to vote for the town council that has shown a lot of work. Every time you walk on the street, remember that it was done under a PUP town council, the present PUP town council. So come out in numbers and support Rigo Veas and his team, a team of councillors that will stay dedicated, a team of councillors that will show how much they appreciate the opportunity by giving back with their hard work. I will for sure be there working hard. I have shown I don't have a problem to get into the drains and clean the drains. I don't have a problem picking up a shovel and mixing the tar or the cement. I have shown it to my people, and I will continue to be that type of person, a humble, hard server to the country of Belize and to my beautiful town of Corozal town. So on March 6th, come out in numbers and vote for a PUP 7. Let's stay on track and let's ensure that Rigo Veas and his team stays on track here at the Corozal Town Council.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Veas, for joining us virtually and sharing with us your thoughts on how the Corozal town can continue to, as you say, stay on track. Good luck and all the best.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be a windy one. That's because the Benny's Belize Hurricanes are going to be here on set. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm David Humes. This is Vanessa Humes. We own Ladyville Cool Spot. Belize Bank save us a lot of time. Working with them, we can keep track exactly what we spend. We recommend Belize Bank 100% because we don't have to go to stand up in line, and we can check on our account right from our house. Working with Belize Bank is the best.
Naked Shine and the UDP could say what they want, but people know better. The PUP to work for day one in every municipality, every community. Then a play. Mobile clinic for deal with land issues, house for deserving Belizeans. Jobs like never before, and we mean real jobs. Roads to pave all over, bridge the bill, free education in a high school, free internet in 197 schools. Schools they get built, health centers get built. Listen, we never did see this kind of work under the UDP. Never ever. This the Belizean taxpayer dollars at work. This the how it's supposed to be. Under the UDP, only God and their worthless one know where the tax dollars gone. Cause they certainly never helped none of we. March 6th, make we get it right. In Corozal, Orange Walk, San Pedro, Belmopan, Dangriga, Punta Gorda, Benque Viejo, San Ignacio, Santa Elena, and for sure in a Belize City. We the stay on track with the PUP.
Get ready for fantastic discounts. From now through to September 30th, Venice is having store-wide discounts on tools, paints, appliances, plumbing and electrical products, lights and fans, household items, and much, much more. Visit a Venice store near you to enjoy fantastic discounts from now through to September 30th, only at Venice. Quality and savings.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
The municipal elections 2024 are just around the corner, and Channel 5 has you covered. The results of this decisive event will determine the direction taken by 7 towns and 2 cities over the course of the next 3 years. Join us for nationwide election coverage with impartial and insightful commentary and up-to-date statistics. With correspondents in every municipality, get a first-hand look at the pulse of the nation as the elections unfold. And while they can have their say,
this is my projection. 9 municipalities, and it is not far-fetched.
We are going to go blue, blue, blue down the line.
The voters will have their way. Tune in to Channel 5 at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, March 6th, and stay with us until the winners are confirmed. Stay up to date with our pre-election coverage on News 5, Open Your Eyes, and on our social media pages. Meet the candidates, follow them on the campaign trail, and have your say on the elections through our social media polls, because your voice matters. Don't miss the excitement and drama of the municipal elections 2024. Tune in to Channel 5 and join us for unrivaled coverage that puts you in the heart of the action.
Welcome back. We are having our final conversation for the morning, and as you can tell, we have the Benny's Belize Hurricanes with us in-house. Woo! Woo! Welcome, guys. All right.
Yep.
Of course, we do want to give a brief introduction of who we have here with us on set. And, of course, we got to begin with the co-owner of the Benny's Belize Hurricanes. No stranger to us, just wearing a different hat this morning. And that's Delroy Fairweather.
Morning, Belize.
And to his left is Borama Sidibe, and he is a player for the Belize Hurricanes. And across from me here on my right, we have with us Amar Ross, and he's also a player. And to his left is Marquise Cunningham. Gentlemen, thank you again so much for joining us this morning, and welcome.
I want to do the introduction over for Amar, the 3-point. He's a dagger.
All right.
He look, last week in Dangriga, he literally killed them with 3-pointers.
So you have to tell me, Mr. Fairweather, so I could put it on my notes.
We just have to fix it for next time.
We'll fix it. So when we say Amar Ross, the 3-point boss, and also player.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, this guy is phenomenal. Like, we literally was looking back at the highlights, and when he was hitting those 3-pointers, like the coach was like, oh, God. Like, what will they do with him?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Marquise came in, again, same way to, you know, excellent player in his own right. You know, he's down low, he's outside. And of course, we have Sidibe here.
That speaks for itself.
Yeah, man. 6'10", right? 6'10". Yeah, long arms. This guy literally just tiptoes and put the ball in.
Yeah. You guys you've been riding on a high for the start of the season, complete success every single game. Let's talk about what the journey has been like so far.
Well, you know, I have to give props to the management team of Benny's Belize Hurricanes, because you know, each person has their responsibilities and execute it well. You know, and we keep on saying you cannot blame our franchise for wanting the best. So you know, we have a person, Paul Flowers. He goes out do the scouting. I don't even get into players and stuff like that. That's his job. You know, he scouts players. He looks at stats. He could read off like years of information for these players, and that's how, you know, we get them. Then you know, of course, you have the general, you have the CEO, Dr. Gilbert Gordon. You know, he helps put things together. Then the other people from the management team, like for example, I deal with the concession, the bar, and stuff like that. We're doing the ticketing app. You know, so it's like a never ending. You know, and you know, we just try to bring together the best product possible. You know, and with the advent of the league, all the teams joining up this year, you know, it's making things a little bit better because it's about entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you know, I'll talk again about Amar. You know, I don't think Belizeans have ever seen someone of his talent who can literally shoot continuous 3-pointers. This guy averaged around 22 or 23 points per game.
Wow.
So one person came up to me and said, how long can he keep it up? I said, that's what this man does.
We're still trying to find out.
In fact, that was the question I was going to pose to him.
Yeah, go ahead.
How long can you keep this up? 7 of 11 3-pointers in Dangriga, and that wasn't even a home game. That was an away game, and you've been able to maintain this level of performance over the last 3 games, I believe you've played so far. But the question is, how long will Amar Ross be the 3-point boss? If you look at the statistics on the leadership board, you're actually leading in 3-pointers as well as in 3-point average.
I mean, I think I'll be able to keep it up, just, you know, as long as I stay humble, continue to give thanks to God, and, you know, just keep my head down and work. I've always worked on shooting. I've always worked on, you know, my game a lot as a kid. So, I mean, for me, this is nothing different. This is something that I'm used to at this point.
And in training, how does it work with the other guys when you're in training? Is there specific plays that are targeted at your 3-point ability, or is it on the fly during games?
It's a little bit of both. So, you know, obviously me being the shooter that I am, my teammates know that. They're aware of that. They try and get me as many easy looks as possible. And then, you know, a lot of it, we're all professionals, so we just use IQ a lot of times, and, you know, in the flow of the game, try and set me, you know, random screens here and there to get me open and, you know, take advantage of those opportunities.
7 of 11. Was that your highest so far in the last 3 games?
Yeah, that was the highest. Yeah.
So, are you aiming for something higher moving forward in the season?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I'm just aiming for whatever the defense gives me. I'm not one to chase stats. I'm not one to chase, you know,
stats?
Accolades. Yeah, that's not really my play style. I just, whatever the team needs me to do to help us win, that's what I'm going to do. And, you know, last game we needed a big spark scoring. We had got down early, so, you know, I felt that was my time to step in and, you know, try and make a positive impact on the game.
There must be some pressure that comes with it, though, because to be labeled as a 3-point boss, if you show up one night and you don't perform that well, then there'll be some criticism that comes behind that. Well, is he really the 3-point boss? How do you handle that pressure, and what's your perspective on the opinions that comes from outside?
Well, for one, I don't listen to outside opinions. I mean, I make it really simple. I trust my work. I trust that everything that I do is just every shot that I take it's all stuff I practice. And the good thing about basketball is only 2 things are gonna happen. Either you're gonna make the shot, or you're gonna miss it. Yeah. You just gotta break it down and make it very simple. So once you do that and you just accept that, you know, if you're shooting a shot that you're comfortable with, you're shooting what you know you worked on, and everything else, like, you just gotta let everything else happen.
Yeah, Marquise, let's get you in the conversation. How's the season been going? Yeah, use your mic, Marquise. Talk to us. How's
you're watching him on the screen shooting.
Bro could shoot. Yeah. Belize got a Steph Curry. Come on.
Yeah. No, but let's talk a bit about your work that you've been putting in. As Paul's been mentioning, you guys have been having a very successful season so far. Let's talk about your work that you've been putting in as well.
You know, we work out every day. Wake up early, go hit the weights. All of us collectively, like, we bonding right now. So, like, this is the fun part of the season. We having trial and error, turmoils here and there. Nothing major though, but like, you feel me? Like, we coming together, we gelling. Yeah. And we not even in our best stage yet. So it's like, once we get there, it's gonna be really spooky.
Of all the games that you've played so far, what would you say, or who would you say have been the most challenging team to play against?
I'm not gonna get in trouble if I say this. Right?
No.
The referees. The referees is the toughest ones.
Yeah.
Okay. I was expecting a team.
I could say it perhaps more than that. But this is not the NBA. I know in the NBA you get sanctioned when you begin to talk about the referees and voice complaints publicly. But I've been hearing not only from them but from the other teams that there are some challenges with referees and there are some challenges.
No, we recognize the challenges that we're facing. Again, and like I said, you know, there's only a small pool of person who are actually doing, and the league has actually requested level 1 referees to step up the level of the game. You know, and again, these guys are humans, and they'll make mistakes and errors. But like I was telling them this morning, you know, we can't have that be a distraction. Yeah. I know sometimes it could definitely create an issue, but just try and play through it.
I'll just come and ref for you guys. You know, I got it. I'm the solution to this. Sadive,
you got a spot.
Exactly. I'm the solution.
Maybe you finally show up to a game then.
I'm gonna show up. I mean, it'll be my job then, you know. So Sadive, let's get you in the conversation. How's it been going?
I think it's been good. As Marquis said, like we're bonding and we're working in every day, trying to get better. As you say, we haven't seen our best yet, but our best is in forward coming. So we're just gonna keep working, keep getting better, and hopefully we do something special together this year.
And you have a game coming up tomorrow. Let's talk about who you'll be playing against, and of course, why the people should come out.
Well, you know, we always have some of the best pre-game advertisements, you know, and we have to take the hats off to Dr. Gordon. He's the media person. He writes these scripts.
I know.
Yeah, then comedic scripts.
Yeah, then Terry G, of course, voiced them, and you know, and Belmopan Trojans, they're actually the newcomers. So the way the script was written, that they're the baby of the bunch and
Yeah.
they're crying like little babies, whatever. But and I know the owner very well, Aldo. I know him from working with him in the
Good guy.
past, and yeah, very good guy. They actually went to Orange Walk and almost upset Orange Walk. They were down by at least, I think, around 23 or 24 points, and they brought back that game to like 2 points. But I guess, unfortunately, fortunately for Orange Walk, they were the better team. But so for our game tomorrow, of course, you'll have the 3-time champion Venice Belize Hurricanes versus the Trojans, Belmopan Trojans. The usual festivities, first we'll start off tomorrow. The ticket booth will be open from 10 a.m. So guys, you could come out and get your tickets. Then from there, the game starts at 9, but the gates will be open from 7 because we'll definitely be having some little entertainment before. Just allow me, Madam, can I read from my
Go right
notes?
ahead.
So what will happen? The first 50 kids to enter the arena will get a kite from ENR because, of course, it's coming up to the 9th of March.
Yes, it's kite season.
Ozzy the Clown will be giving away 100 balloons, likewise to the first 100. So maybe these kids who are coming in could get a kite plus a balloon.
Yeah.
And of course, Ozzy will do his thing with that. We also have the poster and banner contest for primary and high schoolers. 3 cash prize totaling over $1,000. So kids, you come out with your banners, and display them. We also have the first 5 contests for firms, families, and friends. This is the reason why you need to go out. The 2 nights here at Hamanase Resort. That's a $5,000 Belize package. What we're doing for this game, the high schoolers, we are only charging $5 for them to come in. Primary school kids are free.
What?
Yeah, we want the full the Civic tomorrow. We're bringing back the Sugarcane Girls, likewise. Yeah, so they'll be out performing tomorrow. We also have TY. TY is a very good musician,
Yes.
local musician. He has just came up with a new song. I think he's collabing with Charlie Black.
Okay.
And a song for Hurricanes. Very, very nice
Wow.
song,
Y'all do it big.
Yeah, and make it even better, we have a 75-inch 3-point shot television. So Amar, of course, cannot enter that.
Of
because
course
he would
not.
definitely
And it's a 3-point shot.
half court.
Half court.
Sorry, half court shot.
Okay.
Cellular, courtesy of Cellular World, a 75-inch Samsung Smart TV.
I need a TV
Man,
right now.
yeah. So, so basically, we're having a lot of entertainment. We're just trying to give people the alternative,
Yeah.
especially on a Friday night. Like I said, the doors will be open from 7. Game starts at 9, but entertainment will be from the time the door open right throughout. The ticket prices, of course, courtside, $50. VIP, $40. High school, like I said, we are at $5 for them. General admission, they're at $10. So, yeah, man. And the kids, of course, enter for free.
Yeah.
Guys, how have you guys been coping with the way the game has transformed in that you're no longer just focusing on playing, but you have all these media appearances, you have to go and go to schools to meet with kids. There's a lot of spotlight and fanfare that comes with game night.
No, these kids actually look up to these guys, and you could
Yeah.
you could see the look on their faces when these guys are around, because to them they're heroes, because it's like they're local NBA players, I could remember my school days, could imagine standing up next to someone 6'10" and you were just like, wow, mommy, you saw this guy, he's, so that is a part of what the Hurricane does, the outreach.
But let me ask, do you feel like it takes away from your game, or does it add and contribute and complement to what you're bringing to the table as a team?
For me, I've learned to just embrace it. One thing I've always been a fan of is being able to, help somebody else, or help somebody else feel good about themselves, or whatever it is. So, when we go and do these school visits, I try and just be as energetic as I possibly can, even though it's kind of early most times.
Yeah.
But, I just try and just be that positive impact, positive influence as best as I can, because you just never know whose lives you could be impacting at that moment. You never know who could be looking up to you and how important you could be in that person's life. So I just always try and bring that energy. And even though it is early, like seeing everybody else's reaction like that helps me get out of my tired funk or whatever. So
And do you feel that same way, Sidibe, or you just rather stay in your bed and play your game and focus on that?
No. When it's come to kid, I'm always down for that, because I think they looked up on us, and then we have to shows up. When we shows up, they like that, and as you say, give us some more energy in the morning too, and that give them a hope, because sometimes like when you see other people, like for us when we're in the U.S. playing basketball, we get the same type of treatment and say you want to give it back.
Yeah.
That's good.
For me, it's like I'm just learning to embrace it, because like I'll be feeling like I'm a regular person, and then when people come to me like, yo, can I get your autograph, sign this for me? I'm like, oh.
And that's what I wanted to point out, because for the three of you gentlemen, I believe that this is your first time here in Belize, right? Marquise, you're Belizean.
No, but he's played in the league.
Yeah. But when all of you came here for the first time, I'm including you now, Cunningham, was this the first time experiencing this type of exposure or this type of attention and publicity because of playing professionally?
Yes and no. So I played at USC, obviously. That was an animal in itself. But I wasn't one of the main pieces on the team, so I didn't have the same publicity that my other teammates had. But I think now this is the first time where it's like everywhere I go, for the most part, is somebody's gonna either be staring at you or come ask to take a picture or something, which is fine, For everybody watching, please just come say hi. Don't just stare at me. Please. It makes everything uncomfortable. Just come say hi. If you want a picture, autograph, please just come do that. But
and a million autographs.
That's fine. I would rather have that.
You signed a lot of autographs.
I just get stared at. I'll just come say hi, please. But
well, I hope you all stay focused on the game, what you're here to do, and stay away from the tricky smiles and the friendly attention that you may get, at least until the season is over, right? Because
trust me, management will intervene on
We don't really be doing much. We stay in the crib, chilling, playing the game.
Y'all want me to believe that? Final thoughts from you, Mr. Delroy.
We hit it in the middle.
Again, I just want to encourage everyone to come out to the game tomorrow night. And be really fun and be really excited. We are not taking away anything from the Belmopan Trojans, because we take no team with a grain of salt. It's the same intensity, and I think now 4 games coming in, these teams are actually resetting. They're putting the puzzle together. So you cannot underestimate a team. Like I said last week, victory in Dangriga. Trust me, that was. I am telling you, Dangriga is one of the hardest teams to beat at home. Hardest team. They've made some adjustments, and their players, I have to take my hats off to them. They're very excellent. So again, like I said, we just want people to come out, enjoy good, clean, wholesome basketball. Like I said, there's little issues here and there, but we will iron those out. And we are hoping for the season to be successful, so that next season, we'll do it again.
All right, well, gentlemen, all the best. I know you don't need much, because each and every one of you are putting in the work, but still, good luck. All the best.
Thank you.
We always need a good luck. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take our final break, and when we come back, we wrap things up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced full high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't let this blind. I can't let this blind.
Weapons and ammunition must never ever be together.
Before I take that drink, I need to put the firearm away.
The Social Security Board, in collaboration with the Labor Department, takes this opportunity to remind insured persons of the requirements for compensation when on sick leave. Any employee who has worked with an employer for at least 2 months is entitled to 16 working days of sick leave with full pay every year. This is how it works. Upon approval of a sickness or injury benefit claim by SSD, 80% of the employee's weekly insurable earnings is paid as a Social Security benefit, and the difference in the employee's salary is paid by the employer. This is to ensure that the employee does not suffer any loss of wages when ill. After 16 days, compensation for sick leave is paid as a Social Security benefit only. Some conditions apply. This message is brought to you by the Social Security Board and the Labor Department. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
Widdy up, widdy back again. Widdy up, widdy win again. Widdy up, widdy back again. Team Mariano. Widdy up, let the chance continue. And I know all of the seats for myself. How, Mr. Man, the beautified and grigger. We have to keep who the work to we. PUP7 down the line. When it comes to hard work and dedication, Mr. Morris always because he understands. And we can't forget the counselors. This year team ready for the victory.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us. We had 3 wonderful conversations this morning, Paul. Of course, we are winding down our mayoral candidate conversations where we get to meet the mayoral candidates. We do have one more to go, and that will be next week, Tuesday. So it kind of falls into March as well. But next week, we'll be sitting down with the mayoral candidates for Belize City. But we do want to say thank you to all of our guests, all of the mayoral candidates that we spoke to for this entire month. But also thank you to the Hurricanes for stopping by and talking to us about their games that is going to take place tomorrow. It is February the 29th, and that only comes around every 4 years. It's a leap year, so for you, February 29th, leap year babies, happy birthday to you. And if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com. You can also catch us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BC, as well as Instagram at OYE Belize. Thank you so much for joining us. And please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow for Fun Friday as you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open.
Have a wonderful Thursday.
Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.